Hi, this is Vedas from Socinova. Today in the next episode of Socinova Solutions, we are taking an interesting topic. It is not necessarily about marketing, but it is about starting your own company itself. Today's episode is about 10 things no one tells you about starting your own business. So I started Socinova 5 years ago. I'm the founder of this agency. So since 5 years, I've experienced a few things which no one actually tells you when you're starting your own company. I understand that there is a glorious picture about startups. There are famous founders doing exciting stuff and changing the world. While all that is true, there are also a few things which you need to understand before starting your own company to make sure that this is the right decision for you. So today we'll be looking at 10 such things. Hopefully these things will give you a clear insight about what you can experience once you start your company, and hopefully these will lead you to success when you're starting your own business. So let's get started. The first thing is, when you become a founder, you will have more than one job. I understand that you will be probably having a core skill with which you start your company, but being a founder requires you to take multiple roles. So maybe you will be looking into design, looking into office setup, looking into marketing also. So just be prepared to take on multiple tasks without losing your enthusiasm. The second thing is that some parts of your job are going to be boring, but they will be necessary. I understand that being a founder, you will be totally focused on chasing your passion and changing the world. That's true. But accounts, finance, people management, even though they sound really boring, but those are going to be a necessary part of your job. So you cannot resist that. You have to be a good general manager of all the things of your business rather than a very specific specialist into one thing. So just be prepared to do stuff which is not going to be so exciting. The third thing is that there will be failures as well as wins. Personally, in my experience, I've had to do at least 2 wrong decisions to get to 1 right decision. That has been my performance. I'm sure not everyone does things this bad, but truly there are going to be failures in your way to success. Not everything you do will be fruitful, and you should not lose your enthusiasm and your willingness to move forward, even though you'll be facing failures in your journey of being a founder. So just be prepared for that. The fourth thing is that you will need to have a thick skin. I know that through the glorious picture of startups, people forget this point, but you will be having a few difficult things to do when you become a founder. There will be circumstances which will require you to be emotionally strong, and you will have to do some hard decisions as well. So just be prepared, be mentally ready, and be ready to have a thick skin when you become a founder. The fifth point, which I really relate to, is that this job is going to be a lonely journey. They rightly say that it's lonely at the top, and being a founder is no different either. When you become a founder, you have to take a lot of decisions, and generally all the responsibility of growing your company rests on your shoulder. So if something goes wrong, that is your fault. If something goes right, it is the team's credit. So just be ready for a lonely job. You will have the support of your family and friends, but your decisions have to be made by you and you alone. The next thing is that there is no right way of doing anything in business. As famously said by Mr. Ratan Tata, the former chairman of one of the most famous business groups in India, Tata Group, he says that I don't believe in taking right decisions. I just take a decision and prove that it is right. And I personally believe in this. When you are a founder, you just have to decide which direction is right for your business, and you have to passionately chase that decision and ultimately prove that your decision is correct. You don't need to go for perfection, just make sure that you are taking broadly right decisions. The seventh thing is, you can expect it to take time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your business is also not going to succeed quickly either. So you should be prepared to work passionately towards your goal for weeks, months, and even years. After that, you should be chasing excellence, and that is the ultimate goal of being a founder. So just be patient and make sure that you are motivating the team throughout the journey as well. The eighth thing is that you will need to network to find success. In today's online world, people have forgotten the old school way of networking, and nowadays people think everything is online and you don't really need to network. But that is not true. While you network, you actually meet investors, you meet your colleagues, you can actually find employees and get new customers, and networking is truly a way to be successful. So just make sure that you are giving 2 or 3 hours every week to networking successfully. The ninth thing, which I really relate to, is that you don't have to be the best. As you can see, this video is not perfect. I'm not a perfect spokesperson. This company is not even a perfect company, but we focus on being good. I personally believe that you don't have to be perfect. Being good is different enough. and once you start being good, you automatically get better. So just make sure that you're taking the right decisions and don't worry about finding perfection in what you're doing. The 10th and the final thing is that you should constantly keep learning from fellow entrepreneurs. I know that I've already said that being an entrepreneur is a lonely job, but trust me, you don't have to go at it alone. There are other people who are in the same boat who are also building their companies. Once you network with them, you will be able to learn a lot, and you might also find a few friends who can be a success partners in your journey. So just keep learning, keep meeting new people, and I'm sure that you will find the success you are looking for. So to sum up once again, here are the 10 things no one tells you about starting your own business. First, you will have more than one job. Second, some parts of your job are going to be boring, but those will be necessary. Third, there will be failures as well as wins in your work. Fourth, you will need to develop a thick skin. Fifth, this job may get lonely. Sixth, there is no right way of doing things. Seventh, you can expect it to take time. Eighth, you will need to network to find success. Ninth, you don't have to be the best at everything. And 10th, that you should be learning from other fellow entrepreneurs as well. I hope these 10 things will give you an insight about an entrepreneur's journey and will help you start your own business. After being there and doing that, trust me, I can honestly say that being an entrepreneur is not all fun and games, but it is a rewarding journey. It's going to be adventurous, but it's going to be fun. So just be bold, start following your passion, start your own company, and I'm sure you will find the success you are looking for. This has been Vedant Deshpande from Socinova. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any ideas about any future episodes, let us know in the comments as well. I'll see you soon, and till then, make sure that you're doing your best.